Happy September. It is time for a little update for how this past month has been going. First off, my magazines have been hitting the stands. So if you find Level Quilting and Quilt Maker, or you probably won't find Creative 2 Block. This one's available online on anniescatalog.com. So that's the one that with the cover quilt. But I'm in these two magazines. They're at your local newsstand. I found them at my grocery store and at Michael's. My aunt found them at Joann's. So check out these. And like, how cool is it that my face is just chilling over in your local grocery store? So if you see those, let me know. It's super exciting news for me. Here are the projects that I finished over the course of the month. This is getting to be too much to keep up with. I'm going to try to do weekly updates. We'll see what happens because I can't keep up with me because I'm just like on a constant mode of things in different areas of the progress, and I'm finally finishing up a lot of things since I got that long arm. So the first thing I finished up in August was the Jagged X's quilt. This is a free pattern from Donna Jordan, and I was originally making it for a wedding gift, but it wasn't turning out how I thought it would. So it was a quilt top that's been in the cupboard for a while. So I put that on the long arm. It was the first one that I just did an overall meander, and that's just done now. Next up is Moroccan tiles. I have a video on this, but that was my Island Boutique Ambassador project for August, and it was called It's Up to You. We got to pick whatever we wanted, and I picked that Open Gate Quilts pattern that came in my subscription box. I also just cleared out a bunch of Open Gate quilt kits that I got from the subscription box. So I did the Pumpkin Toss Table Topper, and I have a video on that. I did the Coastal Sanctuary panel quilt, which is getting such a positive response. Like, it's just a panel, yeah, and like people adore it. I love it. A lot of people want some version of that. So I think for Christmas gifts, maybe. I made the panel tote bag that was also from the Pumpkin Toss box, a grocery bag holder that hangs on the door, and you put your little baggies inside. So if you have a bag of bags anywhere, it's handy to have a more decorative option. And I made this odd soul pattern hat. Okay, I kept calling it Old Soul. It's called Old Soul in my post, and I reached out to the company because I had a question about the pattern. It was in an Annie's catalog, but it's a free pattern on Lion Yarn. So I'll find a link to that. And I needed a little break from cross stitch. So I picked up this knitting pattern because I couldn't stop thinking about this little ghost hat. So stinking cute. And then the only embroidery project that I did was this Cup of Cheer mug rug. I really stalled because I moved my embroidery machine somewhere that's not easily accessible. It used to kind of be in my way, and I would work on it a lot more. But I just haven't been booting it up and gotten into the swing of things. I have the Witch's Wear blocks purchased and downloaded. Each one of those takes over an hour because I had to run my machine slow, and I mean the stitch out time is an hour, so all the prep, it's a few hours. I just haven't been able to dedicate any time to that. So in progress, what you'll see coming up in September is I finished the Speculo quilt in August, but I shipped it off to be donated. And then I have another donation quilt, and that is part of the AccuQuilt Quilt the World charity initiative that they have. So I have a video in progress for that. I just need to finish up the borders, get it quilted, and publish that video. So that's coming out on the 18th is my day for that. That's with Island Boutique through AccuQuilt. I have my Island Boutique Ambassador project for this month, and it's a blog hop. So we were all going to be sharing each other's blogs and do articles. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be sharing a lot of ambassador projects as we go too. I share them to my Instagram stories, but I've been meaning to give them more attention because all the ambassadors make these beautiful projects and take their photos and write about them. So I want to be able to share that. And I think a lot of people on this channel just like seeing quilts. So I'll get those ready and make a more dedicated space for it. I'm still working on the Evergreen cross stitch. I thought I could wrap it up this last month, but I've just been moving slow because it's getting darker earlier, and that's really just slowing me down. If it gets too dark to see, then I just stop working on it. So I bought a little book light to put on my cross stitch, and hopefully that keeps me moving. I don't know if that's gonna be enough light, but I really want to keep going on it and get that wrapped up and finished and framed. Lastly, coming up in September, I have a video made and it was sent over to Mary Davis at Merry Go Round Quilting. She's hosting the Free Motion Quilting Summit. And it's a really cool virtual summit. Everyone can go in, watch a ton of videos. There's cool speakers. Kelly from Silly Moon Quilting Company is going to be one of the instructors. It's going to be a cool time. So that's in September, later September. I'll put a link to it in my description. And it's the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I'll get those dates right. But it's coming up and we're going to have so much fun. So I have a little presentation that I did and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone else's. So hopefully I'll see you there, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.